Hi, my name is Marissa Hahn. I'm a member of DIO Ohio. I went to EYE this past summer in 2011, and it completely changed my life. At school, I don't really fit in, I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't get to see my friends in my youth group that much because they all go to different schools. And I'm basically the only Episcopalian in my entire school. So it was just really an awesome experience to be able to go to Minnesota and see youth from all over the world who are Episcopalian, and it really let me know that I'm not alone, you know. And it was just kind of crazy because you think about it from time to time, like, oh yeah, there's Episcopalians all over the world, but you don't really, it doesn't click until it's right in front of you. And I know that I share this with people all the time. Like, some of my fondest memories from EYE were during worship, just seeing people, everyone together and everyone singing. And like that is what changed me, because you know it kills me to see the world in such turmoil and you know everything that's going on, and being there with everyone just together and loving each other. That's not something you get to experience every day. And it was almost a year ago now, but I still feel that love. I can still go back to Bethel University and just picture everything clearly and remember what it feels like to feel that love. I'm sure you heard recently, about 2 months ago in Ohio, in Chardon, there was a school shooting, and actually, one of my best friends from the diocese goes to that school, and his little brother, and it it was just such a hard time, because you think to yourself, where's all the love? Where did it go? And for me, I know one of the things that got me through was just thinking about EYE and remembering being in the worship hall with all, like, almost 1,000 of us, and just remembering that connection I felt with everyone. And it's changed who I am. I talk to people that I never thought I would talk to at my school now. And the kids that nobody talks to, I'm the person that does talk to them. And it's all because of EYE. I know what it's like to be that person on the outside, wishing just one person would come up and say hi to me. And I know how it feels like to have multiple people that I don't even know, I've never seen before in my life, just, say hi. How are you doing? It's such an empowering experience. And there were a few people in my youth group that weren't able to go this past summer, and I've been begging them, like, oh, you gotta go in 2014. And I think most of them are planning on it. And honestly, to me, not having an EYE is not an option. It's not an option. In my mind, there has to be an EYE. I can't even imagine not having one. My cousin actually went to two, I forgot what years, but he went to the two that were in Indiana. And it changed him too. You know, I I'm sure he couldn't imagine there not being an EYE either. And just thinking like this was, I've only done this once, and I'm so affected by it. I've only done it once, and I can already feel like there's no way this just can't happen. You know, and it's just like, if we're the future of the church, we're not going to be able to get anything accomplished if we don't feel connected. And sure, like, the grown-ups, they have their things, they have their conventions, and that's great, and that's awesome. And I know that they're sort of necessary in order for the church to thrive, but don't you think the youth are just as important? You know, someday, all the older people are going to be gone, and we're going to have to take over. We're going to have to step up to the plate. So I don't understand how that's not going to happen, or how that's going to happen if we don't have things like EYE on a national youth diocese, you know, or a national level for the youth. It just doesn't seem too realistic to me. And, you know, you can go political and go on and on about how the youth are the future and how the youth are going to be taking over the church soon, because we're going to grow up too. You know, I could go on and on about it, but I think what's really important is just giving kids like me a place where they really feel like they fit in. And that's, to me, that's the most important part. You know, by keeping EYE, you're saving lives. And it's just, I don't know how you could ever get rid of it. It's definitely scary, just thinking about the fact that there could possibly not be an EYE in 2014. It's scary. I can't even imagine where I would be right now if I hadn't gone to EYE. That's how much it changed my life. And I really think it's something that needs to stay for future generations. Thanks for listening.